Hi Aquarius, welcome to your August 2023 Life Sector Tarot reading with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. So whether you're a Sun, Moon or Rising sign Aquarius, this is for you. Remember, they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. And before we start, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. As many of you know, you are my sun sign brothers and sisters. For our actions and plans, we've got the Three of Wands with the Five of Cups and the Magician card. So knowing when to cut your losses is one of the things that you might be focusing on over the course of August. And also, the Three of Wands is a very entrepreneurial card. It's a very lucky card. And with the Five of Cups, it basically suggests that you are surveying the land of your life to sort of really get clear on what you are ready to release, what you're ready to let go of, what you can remove from your lifescape in order to make way for what comes next, right? And then there's the final energy for this spread. You've got the Magician card, which is all about, you know, the height of your game. So it's kind of like the message here is, are you willing to give up the good so that you can really go for the great? This is about taking time, effort and energy out of the things that really aren't serving or performing, letting them go so that you can really get after the things that absolutely matter for you. For your career and communications, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, lovely, with the Hanged Man, okay, and the Temperance card. So this suggests to me there is a career advancement this month, but it's slow and steady. And also, because you've got the Hanged Man and the Temperance card, you are looking at here a much more spiritual kind of energy. So these are both very spiritual cards, very spiritual energies. So this basically says, in order for you to succeed when it comes to the career, when it comes to the professional, even your academics, this month you really do need to put your focus on what your spiritual side is saying. And that's not to say, you know, you have to sit and meditate for 4 hours a day in order to be successful, but it is to say, is what you're trying to do or to achieve really aligning with your personal spiritual values and morals, right? So for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it looks like a lot of you are about to embark on some kind of course over the course of, you know, from this month forward, that is really going to help you bring more of what you're trying to, what you feel on that deep sort of spiritual level. It's like you're trying to align your inner and outer worlds this month. Now, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be that you are due to start a new job, or maybe you're due to start a new set of responsibilities, or maybe even a job role or job title within the job that you're doing, but there is a delay here somewhere, and that delay is really giving you time, space and freedom to ask yourself, is this actually for me? Like, does this feel like a direction that I need to be going in that is actually going to be supportive for me? Is it something that I really want to do or pursue? For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, look, this, in a lot of ways, I feel like some of you might be taking something back to the drawing board. So maybe you're looking at something or looking it over and asking yourself, does this actually feel right to me? Does this feel like it aligns with what my values, my spiritual beliefs and or feelings are? This also suggests that you are taking some kind of remedial action when it comes to your business. It's almost like you're repositioning yourself. So you've got a lot of slow, steady and sustained growth that is about to start happening for you, Aquarius, but it is going to unfold over the next 8 to 12 months. If you're looking for quick results or quick, fast sort of, you know, wham, bam, here we go, this isn't the month for it. Now, that being said, when it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, here it looks like you are reconfiguring or maybe even redefining your life as you understand it to be, or as you understand yourself for getting the value or the use out of yourself that you feel is sort of right at this moment in time. This isn't about brushing up old skills or anything like that. This is about you sort of really digging into and feeling into what the next purpose for your lifescape is. And it's almost like this is a process of really rediscovering who you are and what you're ready to bring to the world. For your love and relations, you've got the King of Pentacles, usually an earth sign male, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You've got the King of Cups, usually a water sign male, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you have the Five of Swords. If you are single, You will have a choice to make when it comes to your love life over the course of the next month at least. If you're single, there could be two people that are vying for your attention. One of them will likely be an earth sign, one of them will likely be a water sign. That Five of Swords does suggest that there's potentially, it's maybe not necessarily that they're fighting over you, but they might be sort of kind of, you know, maybe they know about each other and something, you know, one of them saying to you, listen, you know what, maybe they're really doing that whole peacock dance, right? So you could end up kind of copying the end of this, especially because it looks like you're going to try to remain friends with at least one of them. And the problem with that is it's not going to be possible, not this time round, right? I will say that there is definitely more than one option available to you though. When it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, excuse me, Two Kings represents minor counsel. With the Five of Swords, it looks like you and your partner are going to a marriage counsellor. Maybe you're going to some kind of therapy. Maybe you're taking some kind of process or therapeutic journey within the relationship in order to kind of take it to a new level, or even to, you know, quote unquote, fix it in some way. For your money and materials, you've got the Three of Swords, you've got the Seven of Swords, okay, and you've got the Four of Wands. So Taurus had this same message that I'm about to give you. Theirs was slightly different because it was in a different sector. But for you, when it comes to your money, this month you are basically being presented with some challenging experience. And if you can, and most Aquarians can, so I don't really need to tell you, but you are going to be able to turn a tough or challenging experience to your, excuse me, to your advantage in some way, shape or form. It's going to rely on you really kind of being nimble on your feet, thinking quickly. And also it might be, and I feel like this might be like a double cross. So it's almost like maybe somebody gives you bad information, or they give you information that they hope is going to derail you in some way, shape or form. And rather than sort of letting that happen, you take that information and you run with it and you turn it into some kind of gold. This is, you know, and if you haven't seen your, it's really interesting this comes out because in one of the readings that I did, I can't remember what sign it was for though, I said, like, this is one of my old mottos in life was, I'll play your game, I'll even play it by your rules, but don't get pissed off at me when you lose. This feels very much like that. Keep your wits about you when it comes to your finances this month. And as long as you do, and you're willing to kind of take something on the chin and roll with it and think on your feet, you can actually turn this around to your advantage. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is potentially, it looks like a sprained wrist or ankle. I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like a sprained wrist, sprained hand, possibly foot. It looks more like upper extremities, to be fair. Another way that this potentially shows up as well for health is this could be where you are looking for or seeking a second opinion on some kind of medical input that you've had. Finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this is good news around the home, but it's almost like something that you're not willing to share at the moment. So it's like you have some kind of good news and you're working on this thing or you're enjoying this thing, but rather than make it common knowledge, you're kind of keeping it very much to yourself because you want to see how it's going to evolve or what it's going to turn into. Sometimes we have to keep it private, right? Whatever it might be. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.